Lagos's importance to Britain has largely been ascribed to its being a major slave port on the so-called slave coast of West Africa. But it was also the gateway to inland areas around the River Niger, used by both missionaries and traders. In the 1850s, Lagos was a diverse city. The repatriation to Lagos of emancipated slaves from Brazil and so-called Saros from Sierra Leone changed the city's linguistic, political, and religious dynamic. Most of the returnees from Brazil were educated, Roman Catholic, Portuguese-speaking, and had Portuguese names. The Saros were the Anglophone counterparts of the repatriated Brazilian slaves. Saros were also educated and Christian, but spoke English and had English names. The returnee slaves and Christian missionaries were not on good terms with the Oba of Lagos, Kosoko, whom they portrayed to the British as a pro-slavery, anti-Christian tyrant. The combined efforts of lobbying by the missionaries, British businessmen who wanted to trade with the hinterland, and the returnees placed Kosoko in Britain's crosshairs. The succession dispute gave Britain an excellent opportunity to interfere in Lagos' internal politics and remove Kosoko. The Oba of Benin to the east of Lagos had the right to select the Oba of Lagos. He chose Akitoye in 1841, but owing to a leadership dispute, Akitoye was deposed and expelled by his nephew Kosoko in 1845. Akitoye went into exile firstly at Abeokuta and later at Badagry, both close to Lagos, and kept trying to return, but Kosoko put a bounty on his head. The missionaries complained to the Foreign Office about Kosoko's hostility towards them and called him the usurper at Lagos. Akitoye realized that his best chance of getting his throne back was by allying himself with the British, who had their own grievances against Kosoko. The British Council for the Bight of Benin and Biafra, John Beecroft, met Akitoye and obtained his assurance that if Britain restored him to the throne, he would outlaw slavery in Lagos and admit missionaries and British businesses. On 20th November 1851, Beecroft and a British naval